Welcome to Amanda's Crafty Corner. I am Amanda, and this is my Crafty Corner. Well, today is Tuesday, and that means it is Wattobizz Tuesday. Woo! Woo! I hope everybody is having a wonderful Tuesday. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend and a wonderful Monday. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm recording this at 9:25 p.m. on Saturday night. And let's get into it. Welcome, welcome, my lovies. Welcome, my subscribers. Welcome, old, welcome, new. If you have not subscribed, please, please, please hit the subscribe button on my channel. Also, don't forget to hit the bell so you're notified every time I have a video, every time I have a short, or when I eventually go live. Yes, you heard me. I said it on Friday's video. I do plan to go live on Tuesday nights at 9:30 p.m. That is EST. So that means once the little man is down for the count, we will be going live. Now, I am waiting for my new frame to come in from Wattobizz. So once that comes in, I'm going to get my magical all-seeing, all-sight. You've already seen it a couple times. You've even seen me unbox it. So we're going to do that as a stitch along, and it'll be live. And then I do plan on getting, yeah, you heard me, another frame so that we can do our dragon stitch alongs. Now, it doesn't have to be the exact same dragon that I am working on because mine is an auction win from Wattobizz. So any type of dragon that you have, even if you have the little library that I have with the dragon, or any sort of dragon, you are welcome. Even the dragon eye, because I know that's a stitch along, you are more than welcome to do that as well. Today I am working on the hearts, which is a mixed stitch of 3852 and 3820. So more of the goldish color. It's the heart symbol. I am trying to figure out a way to have my camera kind of facing the area. It is a little hard. Okay, maybe this will work because I'll be going kind of over in this area and then making my way back. But because the frame is right beside the stand for my webcam, it is a little bit tricky. So yeah, we're going to do our best. That is basically all I can say. I will be jumping around a lot because I don't want to keep stopping, starting. So I will jump to different areas in order to get these stitches done. Like I'm going to jump over here. I don't mind it because all of this will cover up the one strand. Actually, I should have done it the other way. So we're going to go back down because I'm that crazy kooky person. Yeah, what's everybody else working on? I do have a coffee beside me. It is decaf because it is, 9:30 at night. I'm just going to take a quick sip. And I got this Starbucks caramel macchiato cream to put into it, so it's delicious. But yeah, what's everybody else working on as they watch my little stitch along? I say little, but I'm going to try to make this as long as possible. I'm going to go over a couple things that I kind of haven't explained before. Yeah, so what's everybody working on? Is it a diamond painting? Is it a cross stitch? Is it crochet? Whatever it is, let me know. I will also be doing diamond painting once again on my channel. I'm actually hoping to start next week. My Pokemon one. I just have to figure out how I'm going to do it, because this table is the table I do everything on, whether it's cross stitch, diamond painting, what have you. So I just have to figure out how I'm going to do this. I do have a lot of Elizabeth, knockoff Elizabeth Ward trays or cases, whatever you want to call them, storage containers from Temu. So I'm going to definitely use those. That way I can keep everything kind of in a semblance of order, and then I can pack it all up and put it away till the next time I work on it. So yeah, I'm just figuring that out. Like I said, I will be jumping a lot because I don't want to stop and start. To me, it's too much of a hassle. Yeah, welcome to my brain. I also, before I started, I broke another needle. I think I've broken 3 this week, and it's right at the tip. So I just dropped it on the floor. I have to vacuum it up later. Anyways, so I always break the eye, and this one's probably going to break soon too because it is bent. So I tend to work my needles super, super hard to the point where it bends, and then a stitch later it breaks. I'll show you. Like this one, it's curved. It's not straight at all. No, it's blurry. I'll do this. But yeah, it's curved. So eventually this one is going to break as well, but that's okay. I got lots. I'm going to tell you, I got lots. I got lots. On Friday, the little man and my dad, we went to the post office. We went to Canada Post and DP&Es. Hopefully by Wednesday you will get your cross stitch. I think, okay, so I couldn't remember where I put the Venice one. I know it's here somewhere, probably buried. So I sent you one counted, and I think 3, I sent you 2 cats and another one. I sent you 4 cross stitch. That's all I remember. I know I sent you a Fairview cross stitch. Nim, hopefully by Wednesday you will also get yours. I do have the tracking numbers. I could track it, but that's okay. And then another lady, I sent her a cross stitch as well. I haven't heard back from her, but that's okay. I don't care at this point. At least the cross stitch is gone. I don't want to look at it. I was trying to sell stuff on Facebook Marketplace. And yeah. Just because my collection is so big and it's only going to get bigger. And now I'm becoming really picky with what cross stitch I have. So as I said, Painting Fairy and Wattobizz are like my top 2. I want to get more from Dream Stitch. So those are basically the 3 websites. And VIP Cross Stitch as well, when I do plan to order from them. But those are basically the 3 that I'm buying from. And whenever they want to do PR packages. Because you cannot beat the quality of Wattobizz or Painting Fairy. Yes, I still love my Mona Lisa because I'm going to get a lot of Mona Lisa as well. But I'm just becoming picky. I have my Joy Sundays, but I'm going through them and I keep going back and forth. Do I want to do it? Do I not want to do it? But I do like the small ones that I have. I don't know why I did what I did here, but that's okay. But yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what happens in regards to that. But my whip-in chats are definitely going to be, as you can tell, the Wattobizz and the Painting Fairies. It will be the diamond painting, and diamond painting I mostly buy from Diamond Art Club and Oraloa. For Wattobizz, I love her cross stitch. And I might buy another diamond painting from her as well. Hold on. Just need to fix this bar. Because I have, as you know, Desi and Eve in diamond painting. I don't know if my hand is in the way. It kind of is. I'm sorry. So, yeah. The frames that I buy are all the big ones. They're the 100 centimeters. I probably should get an 80 centimeter because I'm wondering if that's why the tension's not the greatest for this. But it's weird because I have the 100 centimeter, the painting fairy one, and the tension's good. So it must be me. It must be whatever it is I'm doing, but that's okay. That's okay. The tension is good. Don't get me wrong. It is good. Maybe I'm just very picky, okay? And then, as you know, I started the other painting fairy one. I like it because each one kind of has its own like standalone. Just like if you go to the Tangled Treasures, so you got some really cool ones from Temu that are standalone stitches. So if you want to work on something small that you can get it done within a couple days. I say couple days because, you know, we're both moms, we're both busy people. And yeah, as you can tell, I kind of go all over the place with my topics. I meant to also say Wattobizz does have a Facebook group. Please go check that out. I also have a Facebook group. I know. Sorry, I had to rub my eye. Hold on. Eye. You're not supposed to rub your eye. But I do anyways. Yeah, so we both have Facebook groups. Go check them out. I did share a photo of what we were doing outside today. We were doing our tomato sauce, so anybody that is Italian or follows kind of that tradition, it's usually the end of August after all the tomatoes have been harvested. We do our tomato sauce that usually lasts about 1 to 2 years, depending on how many jars we can get out of it. My mom's hoping for 100 jars, which should last us 2 years. So that's what we were doing today. I took a photo of my dad, my brother, and then the little man. He got tired of washing tomatoes after a while, so we kind of just chilled on a chair and watched my dad as he was putting the tomatoes into the grinder. And okay. I know what I was going to do before, but that's okay. Don't know if you'll be able to see me going over on this side. No. So I might have to change the color. Just so that you guys can see what I'm doing. My lovelies can see what I'm doing. Yeah. Don't know if this is going to work. No, this is not going to work. Hold on. But I am going to do a big jump. Again, I don't really mind because I did tell my friend he's never allowed to look at the back of this. So I'm going to frame it for him. He also just doesn't care because he's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm like, perfect. Great. We don't need to worry then. Or at least I don't need to worry. I'm just trying to think of which one here I can do that you can see, where I'm not going to have to jump around a lot. Because as you can tell, I kind of jumped all the way to the bottom. But where I want to go is over here. But you just, yeah, you won't be able to see because of where I have my camera. So I'm going to do... I normally don't like starting and then putting away my threads. I prefer to just go until it's finished, but I just can't with this one, which is fine. It's fine. There. And then I like to come up. I just don't have a choice. So, yeah, we're going to put my needle up here. I'm going to put this one away. And I'm going to figure out which one we're going to work on. I might go back to these diamonds, actually. The diamonds are the triangles. Because, hold on, I'll grab this. Because the diamonds, the diamonds are number 10. So it's a dark color. Diamonds are this color. And my triangles, actually, my triangles are this color. So I might do the triangle. Although one of my pieces is partially done. So, like I said, I'm going to try and make this a longer video. So we're going to finish this one. I say this one, but is it 2 strands or 3 strands? I think this is 3 strands. Oh, this was my disaster that I had done. No, I'm not going to do my disaster one. Absolutely not. Is this another disaster one? Yes. Now I remember. That was my disaster one. I'm going to grab a new one. Oh, I'm going to use my disasters, just not on camera. I will finish it off of camera. It's the one that I knotted, like, really, really badly. Okay, I am going to zoom out because that is very blurry for you. And I don't want it to be that blurry. I can, of course, go one more. I dropped another needle. Of course I did. Don't know where it went. Oh, I found it. I'm not going to grab it. It is too far away from me. This is me. I'm a disaster, and what you see is what you get. I'm not sorry at all. Like I said, I got lots of needles, and I have a feeling that one's going to break on me anyways. I have my my needle minder with my case, the Wattobizz, ain't no biz like Wattobizz tin case. That is full of needles, and my my needle threaders. So I am good for the most part. So yeah, we are gonna work on the triangle. We're gonna work on the triangles. We are gonna start here. And because I did fold this in half, it's already in and has a loop. If I can get it through here. Okay, now I can continue talking about my Saturday. Maybe? Oh, what just happened? Come on, don't do this. Okay, there we go. I think I got it. Yeah. So yeah, he sat for about 30-40 minutes watching my dad make the sauce. We came inside for about 2 hours before going back out, and then he and I finished washing all the tomatoes. Because I told my dad, I prefer, let's wash all the tomatoes, let's get them all in their baskets, and then you don't have to worry about stepping on them, because then you're just cutting them, squeezing out the juice and the seeds, because you have to get rid of a lot of the water that's in them. and then you get rid of the seeds, and then the machine does the rest. So if there's any leftover seeds inside, the skin, it peels, and then what we typically do is that gunk we put back into the okay, I'm gonna scooch this over and see if I can bring this and then, yeah, we put like the bad stuff back in there to get whatever's left. And if there's nothing, then that goes into what we call the green bin. Here in, I think most of Canada, at least in Ontario, we have a green bin system. So all of your food, like food scraps, rotten food, paper towel, Kleenex, any of that stuff, it goes into this green bin, and then it goes into like a waste management place where they decompose it. Yeah, so that's what we do here. So what I ended up doing after that is my mom, like, little man wanted to go inside. So I'm like, that's okay. I'm like, Mom, but can you watch? Because then I'll do some of the cutting because you've done more than enough. She's like, okay. So I think they were inside for maybe 40 minutes. No, less than that. For a little bit. Then little man was like, where's mommy? Where's mommy? And I'm like, just tell him I'm outside. He can come outside. If he wants to sit down on a chair and watch or go on his tablet while I'm working away, that's fine. I want to help out. I go, I'll do at least one basket, and then I will go back inside with him. Like, it's no big deal. So we did that, and I explained that to him. I go, once I'm done this basket, we will go inside. And he was perfectly fine with that. Then he decided, I'm going to watch Nonu work again. Perfect. Works for me. But I could tell he was really tired because he was yawning a lot because we had been outside since like 9:45. We went back inside and it was 7. So we spent a long time outside, which was good. So, yeah, that's what we basically did on Saturday. On Sunday, my brother, Mark, and his partner, Jake, they will be here, and they're going to do the rest. I said I did my time. I washed all the tomatoes with little man. I cut some. And let me tell you, I was covered. And I'm allergic to tomatoes. I'm allergic to the acidity of the tomatoes. I can eat them, no problem, if it's like... I really don't like eating them, but if it's in like a burger or something, I can eat them. But cutting them, because I'm cutting so many, I'm allergic. So I started getting really itchy and red. So after I put the little man to sleep, because I could still smell the tomatoes like in my hair, and after this I actually want to go and throw laundry in because I'm tired of smelling it. But yeah, I was covered and stinky with tomatoes. Also, the other reason why we have to cut them and squeeze them is if there's a rotten tomato, because sometimes you can't tell from the outside, but you can after you cut it. We have to get rid of it. Who wants rotten tomato sauce? And food? Oh, no. There is no food anywhere near the tomatoes. Water, at least, we drink water and coffee, but at least that you can kind of wash out. Near the tomato sauce, absolutely not. But yeah, so we don't even have food. We eat away from it. So we all wore aprons. Because if we went inside and we ate and there's crumbs on our clothes, well, we don't want that in the food, in the tomato sauce. So I'm like, Steven, you have a whole bunch of aprons. Bring them upstairs. Let's use them. So that's what he did. He got us all aprons. And little man called me, oh, I look like a princess because I had wolves on mine. Oh, I love my little man. He's so cute. In terms of like this week for work, it wasn't too bad. Like I said, unfortunately, one of my coworkers, she did get let go. So we do have a new one starting on Monday. Super excited for that. Just because we need it, especially when September hits, when we have 3 doctors on Monday, 3 doctors on Thursdays, it does get chaotic. But otherwise, like, actually, funny enough, on Thursday, oh boy, Thursday, I was about to get Starbucks for myself, and I was asking other people if they wanted Starbucks. And my boss messages, is anybody getting Starbucks? And I'm like, oh, well, I am. She's like, can you get me something? And then give me the receipt and I'll pay you back. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm also getting my lunch. So I kind of went a little overboard because I got myself 2 drinks, which I was going to do anyways. And then a sandwich to eat for lunch because I didn't bring a lunch on Thursday. And then I went around asking what everybody else wanted. So yeah, I gave her the receipt. I might tell her, I might text her on Monday to not worry about my drinks and food. And just pay for everybody else's, because they came out to like $100 at $93 and change. So yeah, she knew Thursday was going to be bad. And Thursdays are typically bad for us. Not just because there's 3 doctors. It's a very, very long day. After working 12 to 7 the day before, it feels like there's no break in between. I mean, there is a break, but because people don't get home till like 7:38, you eat dinner, and then it's kind of like, oh, okay, well, it's bedtime now. And then you're up the next morning for work again. And I think I explained this in one of my other videos as well. The other thing with the doctor's appointments that I kind of never talked about, I don't know if my partner's going to appreciate this, but it's fine. We got our son assessed for autism. And those were the appointments that I kind of sidelined that we did. So my child is a child with autism. He is moderate to high functioning. It is mostly his social skills that need support, because again, he is a COVID baby. I really was, I'm not going to lie to anybody, I was super uncomfortable taking him anywhere during COVID. Like, I went to the park and stuff when he was like 2 and 3, all the way up until he started school. But to do programs and stuff, nope. I was very, very uncomfortable. Even when I was pregnant during COVID, I had people rubbing up against me that could clearly tell that I was pregnant. And especially reading like and seeing on the news. And I know the news kind of hyped it up, but you know, there were babies in Europe that were being born, and they were born with COVID, but mom didn't have it. So it was just one of those weird things. And I was very uncomfortable because, you know, at that time he couldn't be immunized, and it was just a whole thing in regards to it and with me. I'm not gonna lie, it was my paranoia. Not only that, from working in a daycare, I know how that life could be. Doesn't matter how much you disinfect. It really, really doesn't. If somebody brings their child sick, everybody gets sick. It's just the way of the world. And I say that as a person who ended up getting bronchitis that turned into full-blown pneumonia while working with kids. Okay? It was not fun. That was not fun. Yes, the parent apologized and goes, yes, you were right. My child was sick. And I'm like, yep, I know. I was out for a week as well. And I was terrified I was going to get fired. So I did the doctor card. So, yeah. I hear you. I gotcha. So, yeah, we did the appointments. He speaks fine. The thing with him is that he repeats things that he sees or repeats things that adults say. He does not really have he can't articulate what he's thinking. So he will answer questions. Like I'll ask him questions like, what does a fire truck do? And he'll go, oh, wheel, wheel, wheel. So I'll ask him, oh, does a fire truck put out fires? Or does it pick up garbage? And he'll go, oh, it puts out fires. And I'm like, okay, so you understand what I'm asking. But I really have to get into the nitty gritty to get an answer out of him at times. But other times he's fine. Even at his birthday, people were saying this kid is very, very different from at school. It's almost like 3 different children rolled up into one. Yeah, you heard me right. 3 different children rolled up into one. He is vastly different at home than he is at a doctor's office, than he is at school. Which is any child. So when I'm trying to explain this to my parents, my dad doesn't understand, for starters, and my mom is like, but he seems like any normal kid, any normal 4-year-old. And I'm going, yes, but here's the thing. If you were to talk to another 4-year-old, they would give you a whole story. Little man does not. So I was never in denial over it. Please do not get me wrong. I was never once in denial about him being neurodivergent. It's just trying to explain it to people is kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of hard. So now we have to go do a blood test. It's called like a genome. It's a how do I put it? It's a genealogy test to see if there's any abnormalities in his blood. Because if there's abnormalities in his blood, then my partner and I also have to get tested, especially if we want to have more kids. Because if one of us carries the gene, another one, if we decide to have more children, we could have another child with autism. And I was explaining this to the doctors that I work with, because they're like, oh, I never knew it was genetic. And I'm like, yeah. So the test is going to do 3 generations for it to see if somebody in the family has it. Because as a kid growing up, I did have an IEP, an individual education plan, for English and math, not for social or anything. But then in grade 7, I was testing at the grade 8 level for English and for math. I'm not going to lie to you. I hated math growing up. And I tried to explain it to people why I hate math. And nobody seemed to understand. So I had this grade 2 teacher that would belittle you in front of the entire class if you got something wrong. Like, she was she was not a nice person. I did not like her as a teacher. She was my grade 2 teacher. So I'm, 7, 8 years old. And she would pick up your work and she would erase it in front of the whole class and go like, no, you need to redo it. And guess what? Now you don't get to do X, Y, and Z because you didn't get to do the math. And not only that, the way that she explained things, I didn't understand. Grade 3, I had a really great teacher, but because of one teacher, I disliked math with a passion. And can anybody blame me? Really, well and truly, can anybody blame me for not liking math? I don't think so. So, I think my brother, my second brother, the middle child, we can call him, or as I call him, we can call him Mark. It's fine. It's my brother. I think he was tested as well, and I know my youngest brother was also tested for speech and all of that, and he was fine. So, yeah. So there could be somebody on my side, there could be somebody on my partner's side. I know on my side of the family, as my dad's cousin, which is my second cousin, yes? I'm just going to call her my second cousin. She was born with Down syndrome, and my great aunt knew about it. It was her 11th child, okay? Her 11th child. So she wasn't good. Nothing was going to be done. She was going to raise her child. End of story, all of that stuff in regards to that. So I put it on the questionnaire because I'm like, I'm not really sure what to put because nobody in my family is just no. And even still, when you're tested for the IEPs, they test you on everything. So, yeah. Yeah. So that's why I haven't really been talking about that kind of stuff all that much. The one thing that the school can't do now is I emailed the principal a letter on Thursday night when I got the report back from the doctor. And now they can't tell me that he can no longer get support. He is now diagnosed. If they tell me, oh, well, we can't support him, I'll go, well, you guys made me get the assessment done. He has now been assessed. You cannot take his support away from him. So do not give me the ring around because I gave it to the principal. I'm now giving you a physical copy of it. Give him the support that he needs. And even my partner's like, if he made more money, he would send him to a private school that could give him the support. We just, neither of us make that much money to do the private school route. So, yeah. He's also not impressed with that school because a chunk of my son's skin is in the forest. He fell off a log. I'm not 100% sure. A log, a rock, something scraped just below his knee. Got him really, really good that he needed 3 stitches. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's my little tale of woe there. And he starts school after the Labor Day weekend. So we'll see how that goes. So I have 1 more week with him. Not that I've really taken any time off this summer. Do I feel bad? Yes, I do. But I'm trying to save up all my vacation time for other things. I'm not going to lie. So yeah, how's everybody else doing? after all of that. What else happened this week that I'm trying to remember? Oh, on Friday night, my partner and I decided to watch The Imitation Game with Benedict Cumberbatch. Love him. And Keira Knightley. Charles Dance was in it. He's so good. For those that watch Game of Thrones, Tywin Lannister. And, oh my god, I can't remember the actor's name, but he plays, like, the assistant or the... If you ever watched the Cruella movie, it was, maybe head of security? The one that, tells Estella who her mom is and whatnot. I would say spoilers, but that movie's been out for quite a while. But yeah, so he was in it. There were a lot of good actors in it. And it was about World War II. And based off a true story. It was really good. We ended up watching it last night while I was cross-stitching on Charizard. Sorry, my Discord keeps going off. I forgot to put it on Do Not Disturb. I'm trying to think of what else did I do this week. Oh, I got Ram to watch K-pop Demon Hunters. Me and my partner watched K-pop Demon Hunters, so I watched that like 3 times this week. That was fun. I'm trying to convince my parents to watch it. It's a fun movie. When the boy band showed up, my friend Ram, or Steven as everybody knows him as from my lives, was like, no more boy bands. I can only handle so much. I'm like, it's almost over. Suck it up. He's like, okay. I'm doing the pin stitch. I'm going to grab another thread. I'm trying to make this nice and long for everybody. I'm not going to lie. I'm doing my best to make this nice and long. I'm probably going to break another needle because this is what I do. I break my needles. Oh, and I lose my needles. Another one just rolled off of me. I don't know where it went. Oh, there it is. This one's on my carpet. I will grab it. Okay. You know what? We'll do the disaster one. It's fine. It's not going to be a very long piece. But we can do a few stitches with it. Like I said, it's not going to be a very long piece. But I'd rather do a few than none, you know? If the threads would be nice. So we'll do this one and then we'll finish up. I hope that's okay with everybody because I'm trying to also figure out stuff to say without being like a Debbie Downer. I don't know how many this is gonna do. So we'll start with where I did my pin stitch, just to cover that up. I am more than like, I don't know if I'll keep working on this one. We'll see. We'll see. if I'll keep working on this one tonight or I might save it for tomorrow. Typically on Sundays, I play Baldur's Gate 3 with Steven, and then after that, we're going to put music on, and we're just going to chill. So I'll probably do like a couple hours on this, and then I'll switch to my comfortable breakfast. So I tend to go back and forth between 2 cross stitch. If I don't feel like doing that, I'm definitely going to work on Our Autumn, because I'm honestly having fun with that one too. Like I said, it works out to be individual stitches. Also, I know I brought up the Tangle Treasures. Please go take a look at her channel. She is awesome. She's the one where her and her husband built the table stand and the frame. And she does cross stitch. I think a little bit of diamond painting, but mostly cross stitch. And she just announced on her channel she's going to do a stitch with me every 2 weeks. She's also going to be doing my magical, I'm going to go magical eye stitch along. I know DP Knees is going to be doing the dragon one with me. And yeah, we're just going to have some fun times. I just hit my camera. I'm sorry. I want to get these 3 stitches. Well, it's going to be 5 stitches. I kind of go everywhere, as you can tell. My brain is just like, here's a triangle, here's a triangle. Just do it. Because then I can use another small one to finish up in here, which I might do after I'm done recording. I'm in debate if I want to watch a movie or play a game after. I don't know yet. I'm a wackadoodle, okay? My brain just does what it wants. It also depends on how tired I am, because I am tired. I used really hot water today for a shower, so my eyes are getting very sleepy. So we'll see what I end up doing. And I think with these last couple stitches, I mean, I tried to get it to 50 minutes. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, the video will be 50 minutes with all my edits in it. Yeah, it's this piece is telling me I'm almost done. Where did I? Easier to thread it up here where I can see it than at the bottom where I can't. Oh, let's not have that in there. I hope it wasn't in there for too long. I mean, at least you could see the stitches. That's the cover if I don't want for privacy, because you know some people can hack your webcams and try to look at stuff. I mean, they're not going to see anything but a floor. Just want to finish these 2, and then if I have enough for the pin stitch, I should. Definitely should. But yeah, I hope everybody has a wonderful day, a wonderful evening, a wonderful whatever day of the week it is for you by the time that you watch this. I will definitely see you all in my next video. And then I will have, for the end of the month, a progress video, like a floss tube for July and August, everything that I worked on, even though it'll be like the same projects, but you'll see them, I promise. So with that said, I love you all. Please make sure you take care of yourselves, love yourselves, and I will catch you all later. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye, my lovelies.